You've probably seen the first video on the Desiros. So you have heard of the Desiros, but why are these Desiro cities? And how are they different? These trains are similar to the Desiros made by the German train manufacturer Siemens, built off of a similar platform. However, these were designed to be lighter, have a lower energy use, and to be high-capacity commuter trains. Let's dive into the different members of the Desiro cities. In 2008, the Department of Transport started the Thameslink Rolling Stock Programme, with the aim of increasing the passenger capacity on the Thameslink lines to meet the expected demands. In 2001, it was announced that Siemens Mobility won the bid for new trains over the competitor Bombardier Transportation. Despite controversy over Siemens manufacturing the trains in Germany, whilst Bombardier had a plant in Britain, due to delays, the contract was finally signed in 2013 to supply and service the trains, and to deliver the trains by 2016. The first 700 was delivered in July 2015. The specification included the requirements of high reliability, short station dwell times, integrated information technology, a top speed of 100 miles an hour, fast acceleration and deceleration, and finally, to be lightweight and efficient. The Class 700 operates on both 750 DC third rail and 25 kV AC overhead line equipment, and they are fitted with driver-only operation along with safety systems such as AWS, TPWS and ERTMS. These trains replace Class 319s, 377s and 387s, making them the only class of trains on the Thameslink network. The Thameslink Class 700 fleet comprises of 60 700-0 8-car units and 55 700-1 12-car units, which can carry 1,146 and 1,754 passengers respectively. The Class 700 features 2+2 seating along with folding seats. However, the interior has been widely criticised due to a reduction in seats as a trade-off for more standing capacity compared to its predecessors, as well as seats being uncomfortably shaped with poor padding. Thameslink responded to the criticism, claiming that the lack of padding was required to meet FAR regulations. However, this was denied by the Rail FAR Safety and Standards Board, showing that it was merely a cost-cutting measure by the Department of Transport. These trains also lacked standard amenities such as fold-down seat-back tables and Wi-Fi, which are currently being retrofitted into units. They do, however, feature declassified first class at the rear of the train. In 2014, South West Trains announced that they were to expand their fleet to take advantage of the infrastructure upgrades that would allow them to run 10-car trains. The first trains began construction in 2015 and the first trains were completed in 2016. The first two 707s came with dual voltage capabilities, being equipped with a pantograph for using 25 kV overhead line equipment, as well as the third rail shoe for 750 volt third rail. There was a temporary arrangement for testing at Siemens' Germany test centre. They also ran in England in this form for a short period of time, even running on the East Coast Main Line. The rest of the fleet came equipped with only third rail shoes, but all have the ability to be modified to have pantographs fitted for dual voltage running. The first of the 30 707s arrived shortly before the franchise was taken over by South Western Railway, running with South Western Railway for 3 years until South West Railway decided to replace the 707s with 701 Arterio units due to lower leasing costs, so South Eastern took over the lease, with the first 4 units being transferred in January 2021, with the final units being received in 2024 due to South Western Railway extending their lease due to delays in the 701 units. South Eastern operates their 707 units on short-distance runs from London Charing Cross alongside the Class 376 Electrostars. Feedback from the customers included good feedback from the air conditioning and charging ports, however expressed disdain due to the lack of toilets, which South Eastern announced earlier this year that they would be retrofitting toilets to their 707s. The trains also feature Wi-Fi, wheelchair bays and a top speed of 100 miles an hour. When Govia Thameslink won the Thameslink, Southern and Great Northern franchises, they decided that they needed to replace the old, then 40-odd years old, Class 313s. They announced the acquisition of new trains in 2016, initially being designated the Class 713. The order consisted of 25 6-car dual-voltage units. The new trains were introduced into service in 2019. The main distinctive external difference between the 717 and the other Desiro cities is the fold-down emergency escape doors at the ends of the train, added for the usage of them in the deep-level Northern City Line's tunnels. These trains are fitted with in-cab ETCS signalling rather than conventional signalling systems. The interior features common amenities shared with other members of the Desiro cities, such as plug sockets at seats, air conditioning, heating, wheelchair spaces, Wi-Fi and passenger information screens. This class differs, however, by having a slower top speed of only 85 miles an hour. To conclude, the Desiro cities are modern, efficient, fast commuter trains working in and around London. Despite their flaws, they have managed to replace old aging Mark III derivative EMUs, bringing modernity to London's commuter network. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Apologies for the delay due to it being exam season and several of our team studying. For any of you doing your exams now, good luck and see you next video. Thank you for watching.